Okay, friends, a very good evening to all of you. So today we all are here to understand how do you create a nice looking dashboard in Microsoft Excel. Okay, so yes, dashboard is created in different applications, like you can even create in Power BI, which is the latest one. But we as an Excel people, Excel specialist, will show you that if you download any data from any of the CRM, any of the reporting server, and on that, if you wanted to create, how do you create the reporting? So this is going to be a very, very interesting session. I will share my knowledge and we will move ahead. Okay. So now friends, you have a data which you have downloaded or somebody sent you this data. Okay. You all work in Excel. So I will not go at a very, very basic level that what is data, how it comes, this you all know. Okay. So no need of wasting time in that. So I have a data, friends, where I have a serial number, transaction number. I have a date of a transaction. So Jan 2005, 3. Then I have Feb data, March data. And when I go, I get a data of 2006, 7. And it goes till 20. Okay. 2020 till July 31st. Means the till last month. So I have a huge database and there are around 5,600 records. Then I have captured the customer age, payment method. Why I'm telling you all these things? Because you should know. Because before creating a report, if you know what is your data, if you understand a data, then you will be able to create more and more reports. You will be able to create a meaningful and impactful reports. Got it? So that's why you should know in and out of a data first. So we have different types of products which got sold. We have the names of the city, where it got sold, who sold the product. First is my name. What is the price of a product? How many quantity a person purchased? And over here, I have put a very, very simple formula, which is showing you product price multiply by quantity. So this is a very, very simple and very interesting data so that we can create maximum report. Now let's take a scenario. If you know basic of a pivot, then you have to wait for a few more minutes. The starting part will be for those people who don't know pivot, who have never worked pivot. I have got that message from many of you. In fact, four or five people. Ramzan, I have never worked on pivot. Will I understand or should I know first and then I should join the session? So I'm going to start from a very basic and you are going to enjoy this session. So let's say friends, you downloaded a data, this huge data. Now you see this data. This is information which you have got. But if you present this data to your senior management, to your executive director, you tell me friends, what they will understand from this data. They are not going to understand anything from this data. They are not going to understand. They will understand only, okay, there was entry on to Jan 2005. The product was purchased in cash, laptop, Ramzan, and this. That's all. They will not be able to analyze the data. Now you will say, now what is this new word, analyze? So analyze is nothing but if you have a huge data, you convert that data into the smaller data so that we can understand. Like from this data, you see the first record is of Dubai. Then you have Abu Dhabi, Ajman. Then one more entry happened over here in Dubai. Then again Dubai. So what do you mean by analyze? You know, means bringing all the data of Dubai together, of all the transactions of Dubai together and show him as one. Like from this data, I can create a report which will show me each city how much is the total sales. This is analyzing. So from that report, I will come to know, okay, which city is performing well and in which city I have to work more. We can create product-wise report in this. If you give this report, nobody will understand. This is just a data, it's not a report. It's known as a flat file. This is known as a flat file. This is known as a dump, which has just come as a download CSV or Excel file. So you can create a product wise report. You can create each person did how much sales. So you will come to know who is doing good sales and who is not doing good sales. This is analyzing. You can also create, okay, in each city, which product is selling more, so that you can analyze, okay, in this city, this product is selling more. Who is the person who is selling how much in which city, or who is the person who has sell one product maximum. How people are paying, they are paying in cash, they are paying by MasterCard, PayPal, Visa. So you will come to know, are they moving to the digitalization? You can create the reports on dates. You have a data from 2005 to 2020. So you can create year-wise report. You can create city-wise report. You can create month-wise, quarter-wise, year-wise, day-wise. Lots of reports can be created. Here you have a customer age. You wanted to know which group is purchasing what. Through each age group, how much sales I'm getting. These are known as reports, and this is known as analyzing a data. If you go to any company and if they ask you, do you know data analyzation? So analyzing of data is this only, that from a big data, you convert that into the smaller report, so that from that management can understand what's happening in our company. Otherwise, just with this entries, nobody can understand. Understood? So now you have understood that from a big data, we will convert this to the smaller summary report, and we are going to create a nice looking dashboard on one sheet. First is this. Now, how you will create this? I have told you, okay, create city wise, product wise, this wise, that wise. Now, how you will create this? You have only one option, and that is the pivot table. See, you have many other methods. You can do filter. You can say Control Shift L and go over here and you say hard disk. You get all the hard disk record, and then you will check and then you will type, okay, total hard disk. But it will take lots of time. You have to do so many time filter. Some of you who are good in Excel, you will say, no, Ramzan, I will not do filter. I will do the subtotal. But in subtotal also, you can't do calculate the percentage. You can't do the multiple level in a very easy way. In subtotal, your total will come in a same sheet. It will not come in another sheet as a dashboard. So here subtotal fails. Here your filter fails. What comes? Only pivot table. The pivot table has a monopoly in creating the summary report, which is very, very interesting. Yes, you have to listen to me. These are the theory part, but I have to explain before I go to the pivot table. Because if you don't understand this part, then doing practical is of no use. Okay. So the first part we saw was that what are the different reports that we can create. Second step we saw, how do you create? We create to the pivot table. And the third part we will see that before creating a summary report, what are the important things that you should take care, otherwise your data will be wrong. And then I promise you, I will start with the practical. So give me few more minutes, like 3-4 minutes. Let me explain that, and then we will surely start with the practicals. Okay. So the first thing which you should take care before creating a summary report, before creating a pivot table, is this. The spelling mistake should not be there. Like I have a data over here, and in this data, if you will see, there is one city with the name Abu Dhabi. This city, Abu Dhabi. Here you have Abu Dhabi. Here also we have. But in first Abu Dhabi, you have a space. And from second Abu Dhabi, I'm removing a space. So now these are two different Abu Dhabi. When you will create a report, it will show you two different reports. But if you are downloading from a system, you will always get one spelling. But if you have maintained manually and from different ways you have gathered the data, then you might get a spelling mistake. So first, all spelling should be wrong, or all spelling should be right. One thing should be there. Remember? Okay, this was the first thing. What is the second thing? The second thing is your cells should not be merged. Like you have printers, printers, printers. I will select this all three printers and I will say merge. Here is the option merge. If you have a merge cell, then it looks good. Okay, for all the three entries, this guy has to merge and is showing, yes, it looks nice. but for pivot table, it's bad. When you will say, okay, there are how many records for printer, it will show you there is only, this will be considered as one record, not three. Okay. So your all the cells should be filled like this. It should not be a merge cell. Second point. Third point, your column heading should not be blank. This is a very logical thing. All the columns should have a heading. And the fourth thing, what I suggest is try not to have a blank space like this. If you have lots of blank space, first try to remove the blank space and then go ahead and create the pivot. Otherwise, your data will not be able to select. Akhilesh is saying, I am unable to hear. Please send recordings. Please log out and log in again. Okay. Okay, friends. So now these are the few very important things which you should know. There is one more very important thing. Your date should be correct. One place you have date, month, and year. Another place you have first month, then date, then year. Excel will not accept that. You will not be able to create group-wise report. It will be a big problem. So now, friends, as I promised, now I will stop. Otherwise, it will go on. And now we will see how do we create. So now I will quickly open a quick notepad for you. And I'm going to share this notepad. Okay. Pivot table, creating summary report. This is a quick reference guide I always create for my students so that it's very easy for them to understand. What is the first thing? Okay. Plan. Which reports to create from data. What will be the second thing? Second thing is data should be clean. Okay. In this, I will just mention some points like this. Let's say this is my A point. Okay. Then the another thing is data should be clean means no spelling mistakes. Okay. No merge cells. The third part will be column heading should not be blank. D. Fourth, date format should be correct. Now the third point. Now the third point is convert your data into table by pressing Control T. And then the fourth step. Now what is this Control T? Now you have a data and now you have a data till July 2020. Now this is a month of August and today is 22. After 8 days, you will get August data. So you will paste the data over here. When you will paste the data over here, pivot will not take automatically. Okay, you have to increase the range and then do the refresh. So now when you convert your data into the table, in future, if you add more records, Excel will take automatically that. You just have to do refresh. Got it? This is the concept of dynamic table. So how do you do the third step? I will put my cursor here and then you have to go to insert. This is the insert and there is an option table. Very interesting option. I have my specific exclusive video on table which is there in my YouTube channel. You can just check it out if you want to learn more on this. So I click on a table and he has selected the entire data and you say okay. Your data will become table. Now this has become table. How you come to know? Because when I come on this, the color has changed and here you get the design option. It means your data is in a table format. Otherwise, I come on this data and from the keyboard, I am pressing Control T. So I have pressed Control T and I just say, okay, and your data became table. Now on this data, always create the pivot table, friends. Okay. This is my advice. Convert your data into the table and then create the pivot. Now we will start with the pivot table. The first report which I wanted to create is city-wise sales. So how I will create? I will go to insert. I will go to the pivot table. This is my pivot table. I will go very slow. Don't worry. You will also get recording. You will also get practice file. So you just see and you will enjoy the session. Okay. So I click on pivot table and see he has selected the entire data. Here the name of the table has come, and where you want to create. I wanted to create in a new sheet. So here you see a new sheet will be added and I say okay. So a new sheet has been added over here and all your reports are going to here. Okay. So now and these are the friends, these are the names of the columns. You see this area, this right side, product, city, salesperson. And sometime what happens now, your cursor is inside. If you click over here by mistake, this will go. If this goes, don't worry that, oh, where it has gone and you will try to create a new pivot. No, you click inside it over here and again it will come back. So these are the names of the column. And here you have 4 areas: filter, column, rows, and values. These are the 4 areas which we are going to learn in next few minutes. And we will go a little bit more on advanced part. So I wanted to create the city-wise sales. I wanted to show my management each city how much is the sales. So I will take the city and drag it under the row. This is the row area. Or you can just click also. Some of you might be knowing also. I will just explain quickly. So I drag the city under the row and you will see on the left hand side, all the names of the city has come. Now if I take this city from here and put it under the column, see this area column, so it will come like this. Now it has come like this. Again I will put it under the row, so it has come row wise. Oh my god, I think there is some problem. The problem is here I have a city name location. How this came? So I will go to my data and I will just check where is the location. So I say find and I say location. Oh, this is the location. So what I will do quickly, I will go to the filter and I will search location. This is my location. Oh, so I need to change this. Okay. Because city card by mistake it has come. So I will click on a F column and I will say find and select. And here you get one option, replace. The shortcut for this is Control H. Replace. Find what? Location. And replace with, let's say, I will just type Mumbai. And I say replace all. So wherever location was there, it will become Mumbai. Now, when I go to this sheet, here I will not see Mumbai. So what you have to do, you have to refresh. So I say right click. Whenever you do any changes in master file, here you should refresh. So I say right click and I say refresh. Wow. So here the Mumbai has come. Okay. So now what was we did was we took the city and put it under the row. These are very, very basic I'm explaining, okay, for new people, those who don't know for them. And then from here, I will take the sales column and I will put this under the value. So the sales column which you want to add, which you want to aggregate will always come under the value. Put this in your mind. If whenever there is a sales column, you will always put under the value. Then it will do the sum automatically. So I see I put the sales and put it under the value. And wow, I got the first report that Dubai, this is the total sales. Sharjah, this is the sales. Ras Al Khaimah, this is the sales. Now you see friends, if I go to the transaction sheet and if I tell you to create this same report without the pivot, what you would have done? You would have to do the 8 times filter and then 8 times type the word. Over here, what you did nothing. You just went to insert, you click on pivot, you said okay, then you click on city and you clicked on sales, and in less than 15 seconds, your report is ready. Now your manager tells you, hey Akram, can you show me Dubai, this is the sales, but which product got sold? Can you tell me which product got sold? So I will take the product and put it under the row. See, I have dragged the product and putting below the city here. It will give me more detail. Wow, in Dubai, hard disk was sold this much, this much, this much. Okay, in fact, now I will show you one very nice thing. Now this is coming from top to bottom. If I took the product and put it under the column and it will become something like this. So this became a very interesting report. If I tell you to create this report on your own, I promise you, you will take half an hour to create this report, because you have to do so many times filter, filter, filter. Okay, and you get frustrated. Here what you did, very simple. You put product under the column, city under the row, sales under the value, and your report is ready. This is known as analyzing a data. This is the report which your management needs from you. Just observe this for a few seconds, and quickly I will convert my charger. Okay, friends. So this was a very, very simple report. Let me take one more, and then slowly, slowly we will move ahead. I will again go to the transaction over here. And now my manager says, Ramzan, I wanted to know each person did how much sales, and in which city, in each city, how much you did the sale. I wanted to know person wise, city wise report. So how you will do, friends? Now you think on your mind that, okay, Ramzan is going to do that. So we will go to insert. This is again, I'm telling you very, very basic level I'm explaining. Pivot table, and you will say, okay, you will take a salesperson. I will put it under the row. So all the names of the salesperson has come under the row. I will take the sales, and where I'm going to put in column, no, in value. So I will put it under the value. So I got each person did how much sales. But I also wanted to know in which city. So I put the city under the column. And here you go. So each person did how much sales in which city. I have got just on a click of a button. This is really amazing. Now let's move ahead. Now my manager tells me, Ramzan, this report is good. This is also very good. But now I want more reports. So I wanted to know in each city, how much is the total sales? First report. Second, I also wanted to know count, that in each city there are how many records, transactions. And I also wanted to know percentage, means from the total sales, Dubai is contributing how much towards the sales. So you go to the insert, you go to the pivot table, and I say, okay, now pay attention. I take the city, put it under the row, take the sales, put it under the value. Done till here. Now I have got the sales of each city. But in column C, I want how many records? In column D, I need a percentage. So this is an interesting part. So here, this sales column, friends, one more time you will drag. See, I'm coming on the sales and I'm dragging under the value. When I drag under the value, you get a second column. But again, it came sum. But I don't want sum. I need a count. So you will right click on a second column. You will go to the summarize value by, and then you will click on count. When I click on this count, it will show me there are how many records for each city. And wow, so I have 20 records of Mumbai. Now you will tell me, what is this 20, Ramzan? Sometimes people don't understand. So what is 20? You know, I will show you this. So I go to over here, and when I filter Mumbai over here, where is Mumbai? So these are 20 records. This is one record, two, three, four, five. These are the records. So that is a 20. And this is the total sales, which is coming over here. And now I want a percentage. So again, I take the sales, put it under the value. And now how do you convert to the percentage? Same method. You will right click. But instead of going to summarize value by, because here you don't get the percentage, you get count, average, min, max. So here you will go to show value as, and here you will click on percent of grand total. I have used this option in my company regularly. So how do you convert this into the percentage? So I click on percentage of grand total. Wow. So Dubai is oh my God, Sharjah is contributing more, right? So I come over here and I say, for example, bold. Oh, can I change the heading? I say over here total sales. I say total records and I say contribution. Khalas. If you want to make it center and your work is done. This is the summary report. This is known as analyzing a data. Got it, everybody? So this way, basically, you can analyze the data. So the first step was explaining you what is the row, what is the column. Here also I explained one more time. And over here in sheet 4, I went at a second level of pivot where I explained you how to get the total. How do you get the count? By going to the summary and count. And third, we saw how do you get the percentage by going to the show value as percent of grand total. Okay. So like this, slowly, we are going to move ahead. Don't worry, you are going to get the recording. You have to practice tomorrow this for 1 hour, 2 hour. Open my video, open the practice file, do step by step. It is going to take you 2 hours to do this, but spend and you are going to become good. Now I have not even started advanced. This is still I'm showing you basic level. This is not advanced level. We will come on the slicer, timeline and other things slowly. Done friends. Now I will go little bit more ahead. Now I have a data and my management tells me, hey Ramzan, can you show me year wise, month wise, quarter wise, week wise, day wise report? Very simple. You don't have to worry. You just have to go to insert, click on pivot table and you will say, okay, a new sheet will be added. Got it? Now you will take the date and where you will put a date, you will always put date under the row. Now I will take a date and put it under the row. So you will see automatically I have got all the years. But if you are using an old version of Excel, like Excel 2007, then you will not get this date. Year. You will get over here date like 1 Jan, 2 Jan, 3 Jan. So you will say, then how do I convert into the year? So I will show you. But first, let me add the sales. So you took the date and put it under the row. But he automatically created three boxes for you, means three levels. I will go to the sales and where you will put sales? Sales you will always put under the value over here. And you get each year how much is the sales. Now you see the magic. Now you will right click on the year. Remember this part. Right click on the year and there will be one option, grouping. So right click on the year and click on group. As soon as you will click on the group over here, you will see this option. And over here, you get lots of options. I will say, for example, I wanted to see year wise and month wise. So I uncheck the quarter friends and I say, okay, so this is a year wise, month wise report. You see, so simple it is. I say right click. Again, I say group. I say, no, I want year wise and quarter wise, only this two. And you say, okay. And you get each year, each quarter, how much is the sales? Is not this amazing? Is not this so easy to report? Now I will take the date from here and put it under the column. And it gets you very flexible report that each year, each quarter, how much is the total sales? This is really awesome, friends. This is the reports which management needs. This is the report. This is the report. This is known as analyzing a data. You see this data? Nobody understands. You see this data? Yes, I understand. You see this? Yes, I understand. I understand. I understand. Understanding, this is the MIS people do this only in the company. They don't do any other thing. I have also worked in MIS. So this is only MIS. Means converting a big data into the summary report is known as MIS. In one word, I am telling you. I have worked as a head of the MIS team. Okay, so this is known as Management Information System. Okay, let's move ahead, friends. Now, on this sheet, you have one report. On this sheet, you have one report. On this sheet, one have report. On this sheet, one. So you have multiple sheets and multiple reports. Management don't want to see on each sheet. They will say, hey, can you show me everything in one screen? So now I will show you how do you bring all the reports in one screen for the management. Okay. So I want you to pay attention how I am creating. So what I will do is I will come over here and again I will start the process. Sir, how to create group in days? So are you saying 5 days, 7 days, something like this? If you are saying, I will show you, Shiva, don't worry. So to do that, Shiva, you have to again right click on this year and again you have to go to the grouping. So how do you create between two dates? Acha. So like 1st Jan to 7th Jan, something like this. I will show you. It's possible in this. So I say right click. I say group over here. And in the group, you will see one option. Let's say days. So over here, you have option days. Do you see this option days? You have a days. And here, number of days. So you can't put 1st Jan to 7th Jan, but you have to give 7 days, 5 days. That you can do with report. So I say I wanted to see 7 days report weekly. And I say okay. And wow, it will create a it has gone upside, right? So what you do, you took the date and put it under the row, and here you go. So you get a date between this and this, this and this, this and this. This is a very, very interesting way of presenting a report. Okay, friend. So this way you can have multiple reports over here. Now I will show you how do you bring everything in one. You will go to insert. I will go to the pivot table and I will say, okay, I'm creating the first report. I'm saying, for example, city-wise sales. The first report is done. Now what you do, I will select this. I say Control C for copy and I will go down and I say Control V for paste. And over here, I will remove the product and I click remove the city and click on product. So I got a second report over here, product wise. Once again, what I will do is I will select this, I will copy this and I will go down and I say paste. But when I paste a third report, I get the same product wise. But in third one, I don't want product wise. So I will remove the product and I want a payment wise. So I got a payment wise. So in one sheet, I got payment wise, I got product wise, I got city wise. Now again, I will copy this. I will come over here and I will say paste. I will adjust the column width. And now I wanted to know salesperson wise. So this salesperson, I will put it under the row in a fourth one. Again, I will say copy. Again, I will click down and I say Control V for paste. Here, I want a year-wise report. So I remove the sales and I put the date over here. Oh, I get a weekly because last time I had done a weekly. So I got this. So I say right click, hide your group, and what you will take? Years. And I say okay. So I get year-wise. So I got year-wise, I got sales-wise. So all the reports which were there in different sheets, I tried to bring everything under the one by just doing copy pasting and creating a report. Okay. Now, what is the second part? The second part for over here is, friends, you have to change the design so that it looks nice. So I go to the format and over here I have this design. If you want, you can just try it if you wish. I go to the format as table. I click on it. I come on the fifth one and I click on this. Okay. So you will see all the report has been colored. Now I don't want this grid lines. Yeah. So I go to the view and over here I will remove the grid lines. See, this is the grid lines. It went, this became white. Again, I click on grid line, it comes. So I'm removing this. Oh, I have not created the heading. So I create the heading and I will quickly do the merging of a cell. So I will go up and I will say merge the cell, insert, and sorry, in home, I say merge a cell. And over here quickly, I will fill the color and I will say, for example, sales, dashboard, and I say, for example, India, and I say, for example, e-tech solution. Now, friends, here there are some challenges which you should know. This I have done intentionally to show you. Uh, and I hope you all will understand. Now, if you will see this file, friends, this file name is new sales dashboard pivot table. But here it is written compatibility. Compatibility means what, you know? This file I have saved in an old version, means XLSX. So what happens is when I save it as XLSX old version file, if I go to insert and if I want to insert this slicer, I can't use this slicer. So now I will convert this file into the latest version file. How do we do that? I go to the file, I go to the save as, I click on browse, and you just have to save as type. Here it is 97 old version, this one. I click on it and you will take the first one, Excel workbook. Now, when it is a latest version file, then you can insert slicer, you can do the timeline for reporting. I will show you, give me 2 minutes. And I say save, done. Now let me close the file and let me open that file once again. So I will open this file once again, which is the save as one. And now when I will open this file and when I go to the insert, you will see this slicer option is enabled. So if you are using an old version Excel 2007, remember you are not going to get this slicer. Don't search. You are not going to get. Slicer is there in 2010 version. Okay. And above. So I come on the Abdul, so on this salesperson and my management, I ask, okay, each person did how much sale this one, but in which city? I want city wise. So you can click on slicer. You use this feature. Okay, let me refresh it. I say right click, refresh. And then when I say slicer and slicer of city and I say, okay, done. I will put the slicer nicely over here. I will adjust its width and the color is red. So I go into the option and here is my color, done. Now, again, I will come down on date wise, year wise sales, but I wanted to know in each product, how much is the year wise sales. Again, you go to the insert and in insert, again, you will get one option that is your slicer. Yes, Pratik, you will get the recording today itself. So again, I go to the slicer and I say I want a slicer of products. I click on a product, not product price, but a product. And I say okay. When I say okay, I will bring my cursor over here and then I will adjust it and let me change the color of this. Perfect, amazing. What is the benefit? The benefit is whenever I click on Dubai, this is coming Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, Ajman, amazing, lovely. Got it? When I click over here, when a management clicks over here, he will get the different sales of this. Is not this amazing? I clear on this and again I come on the top and again I click on clear. Now you can do one more very interesting thing. I will come on row number 3 and I'm inserting few rows. Control Shift plus is a shortcut to insert a row. Control Shift plus, Control Shift plus, Control Shift plus. Oh, this has not gone down. Let me move it down. Let me see the other one. Oh, it went down. Okay, good. So now I will come on this and I wanted to know year wise. So I go to the insert, and next to the slicer, do you see this option, timelines? This is also a very, very interesting option, friends. Again, this you will not get in all the version. You should have at least the, means you should have not at least, but you should have a latest version for this. Okay. So I click on the timeline and I say date and I say okay, and you will see a timeline has been added. This is really very nice and wonderful to work with. And I will come over here nicely. Let me put it like this. Okay. Then I come on the corner and I make it something like this. Wow, this is done. Okay. Now I will come on this month over here and I will change to the year. Now what is going to happen, you know, friends? This is really awesome and you are going to like this. See, when I will click on 2014 over here, this is changing. 2015, this is changing. 2016, so I can see year wise sales here, that each year how much is the sales. I know you are going to ask me one more query over here, and when I click on clear it says Ramzan, when I click on 2016 all should change. Then how do we do that? So to do that, what you have to do is, there is a concept over here is report connection. Okay, connecting your timeline or slicer to other pivots so that they can update. What is report connection? I will show you. When I click on it on 2016, only this gets changed because on this I have added this, right? So what you will do, friends, you will click on this timeline and on the top, you will go to option. And in the option on the left hand side, you see one option that is your report connection. You will see report connection. This is a very, very important option. Once again, I select the slicer, go to the option, and over here you get an option report connection. Okay, I've repeated this. When you click on it, it will show you all the pivots which are there in this sheet. No, actually he has shown the pivots of sheet 2, sheet 3. See here it is written. So I want all the pivot of sheet 6, means this, I think I should rename it so you will come easily. So I change this to summary. Okay, I will change this to summary. Summary. Oh, spelling mistake. SUMMARY. Okay. So now once again, I click on a slicer, you go to the option, you go to the report connection, and now over here you will see one sheet with the name summary. So I come on this first one and I say enable. So whatever pivot are there in summary report, it will enable, and I say okay, that's all. Now when I click on 17, this is updating. See, you both are updating, not the both. Everything is going to update down as well. So I click on it, you see, here is also updating, and you see the product, everything is updated. Is not this amazing? So this is the way you can create a nice looking dashboard in Pivot. Now this is a text based. Now I will take you one more level ahead because we still have 9 minutes to go, and I will show you one more interesting thing. So this is my summary report, and this was my transfer. From this sheet, we made a summary report. So when your management will see this, really they will like it. Now, what is the difference between Excel and Power BI, which is the next software? You can't publish this on the internet. You have to send this file to your management individually or put it on a shared drive. But if this would have been a Power BI software, you would have published it on the internet and they can see all in one go and no need of sending to each one of them. That is a different thing, just for your knowledge. Now I will show you one more interesting thing over here. And that part is how do you convert or how do you create a chart based dashboard? This is a text based, right? You will see, Ramzan, I wanted to create a chart. Yes, everybody wants it to know the chart part. So you can show this also. See, this also looks good. It does not look bad. It's very interesting way, right? But you can go one more level ahead. So I insert one more sheet over here, friends. Pay attention. I will go a little bit more slow here so that you can see and practice. So I go over here and I will rename it as dashboard. And you see this is a very blank slide, right? See how I will convert this to what? So now what I'm doing, I'm making this A column little small and I will make it green. And let's say I left 6 columns in between. Again, I am making this little bit small. 3, 4, 5, 6, and again I will make this little small. So you will say what this trainer is doing, making green. But give me a few minutes and you will see something very interesting frame coming up. And I've selected the heading and I have put the green color. And I want over here as well. And I will make this row little small. And I will come down and I will fill the green color. Whatever color you like, this is I'm just doing, okay? And your work is done. Now, I don't want it to see this, just inserting the grid lines. So you go to the view and from here, you know, you can uncheck the grid lines. This is a grid line. So I just say uncheck the grid lines, okay? Oh, why this color has come? Oh, I have selected the entire. So I click on it, Control Shift right, and I don't want this color. How do you remove the color? We go to the home and from here you will say no fill. Done. So now this is a framework. So I will just select and I have not merge and like say for example sales dashboard UAE and let's say for example E-Tech global solution. And I will make it a little bit bold, increase the font size, and that's all. Now I will go to the summary sheet over here, and in summary sheet on this, if I wanted to create a chart, so you can press Alt F1. Alt F1 is a shortcut to create a chart. Got it? Got it? So I come, sometime Alt F1 will not work. So you have to press Alt function F1. There is a function key. You have to press that. Okay. So I will come on this and I say Alt F1. Let me close this. Alt F1 and your chart is ready. So you got a chart. Shortcut, right? Now I wanted to give any designs on the top. You get designs. But again, I'm warning you. Not warning you, but informing you this design and everything you will get it in the latest version. Now I want this numbers 183 over here. So you will right click and you will say add a data label and this number came. I wanted to change this heading. Let's say for example, this is my city wise. So I took the city wise over here. I don't want this. I selected, deleted. Then I select this and I want to move this to the dashboard over here, right? So I click and I say cut. That is Control X. Control X for cut. So I select the chart and I say cut. Then I go to the dashboard and over here you will say Control V for paste and you will put it nicely over here. You will come on the corner and let's make it small. Oh my God, I think I have to make the column little bit big, but let me now change this as well, okay? And let me make this also a little bit small, okay? Oh, I don't want to see this button. I right click And over here, friends, you get one option. Hide all buttons. Will go, okay, now it looks nice. Okay, done. Now I go to again summary. I click on name of the person and I wanted to create a pie chart. No, let's create a bar chart. So I click on this corner, and here I get a bar chart and I say okay. Very good. I don't want this, so I deleted. I click on this line, I deleted. I don't want to say this, right click and hide. I right click on this and say add data label. What this add data label will do, this all numbers will come. So this numbers has come. Now this is which report? Salesperson. So I said salesperson. Oh, I will again go to the design and let me see if this changes. So over here I come and let's say I wanted to have it in this color. Control X, cut, go to dashboard, come here, Control V for paste, come on the corner and adjust it. Let me make the font size little small. Let me delete this also. Wow. Now this is done. This is done. Again, I go to the summary report. I went down and for this, I wanted to create a pie chart. So I go to the insert and over here, you get the chart area. In that, I will click over here and you have to click on pie. And I will click on a 3D pie over here and you get a pie chart. Now, if you wanted to put the percentage, so see, this is the option. You go to the design, means you click on a chart, go to the design, and on the left hand side, here also you have a percentage this. You can do this. I do like this. You can do from here. I do like this. I go to the quick layout and here is the option. Why I do like this? Because in that name of the that product and percentage also comes together. So that's why I do it from the quick layout and select this one. I say Control X for cut, go to the dashboard and I want that over here. So I click over here and I say Control V for paste. I will make this little bit small by coming on the corner and I will also adjust the font size. I think there is no need of adjusting font size, but this total is coming in between. So I select and I just make it left side and this is what this is my products. Got it? You see, so this was actually your data. You converted this into the summary report, which was very nice, but still we said, okay, let's do more better. So we converted this into the chart. And I will do the last one over here and then I will show you how do you insert the slicers on that. Again, I go to the insert and let me take a 3D chart. Let me delete this. Let me delete this as well. Right click and I say add. Oh, it does not looking good. Delete it. Khalas. I again come on this and instead of that, I will take a normal chart, this one. Okay. I delete this. I delete this. I delete this. Now you will right click, add data labels. Okay. Looks okay. Now I will select this. Oh, this is which one? This is my year-wise reports. I will say, for example, year-wise. Again, I say Control X for cut. Go to the dashboard and say Control V for paste. You can add more rows, more columns to this. I have done a very congested way, but you can do it when you have a time. It becomes very easy. Now, friends, over here you have one more very interesting way. I click on salesperson and then I go to the insert and I say slicer. Wow. And slicer of what? On this salesperson, I want a slicer of city. So I can see each person did how much sales in each city. And now when I click on Dubai, this is a Dubai, this is for Sharjah, this is for Ras Al Khaimah. This is not this amazing, okay? Huh? Your half work of Power BI I'm doing over here. Okay, so this is a year wise, but that is a different software itself. So that has little bit more facility. And I say, for example, I need over here product wise. So I want to say each product, how much is the sales each year? So I will change the color for this. And when I click on hard disk, so this is changing. Wow, this is really very nice. Got it? Okay. Again, I click over here and this is, you will say, okay, Ramzan, I wanted to insert in pie chart also. Insert over here, no problem. Let me move this little bit over here. And on this also, I wanted to insert a slicer. Slicer is nothing, friends, but it's like a filter. Okay, it's very simple. I want a salesperson wise. So I take this over here nicely and I will just put it over here. Perfect, amazing. Let's make little bit more this on the left hand side and let's adjust this. Okay, great. So now when you click on it, you see this is changing. It's not this very easy and interesting way of showing your reports. Yeah, all this I'm doing in Excel without using third person without using any third party add-ons, everything in Excel. Now in future, whenever you get extra data, you just put your data over here, that's all, and come over here on one of the pivot, go to analyze and just say Alas, refresh all, and your all the pivot will be refreshed. Or you can right click and say refresh then also, because all the pivot you have done copy paste, so everything is linked, everything is there in his memory, cache memory. You just say refresh and everything will be updated, and this is. So this is a one-time job. You see, I started exactly session at 8:05. Remember, India time 8:05. Now you see India time 9:05. I took 1 hour for explaining what needs to be done, reports and everything, 15 minutes, and 45 minutes. I took half an hour to create the summary report with explanation and 15 minutes for this. When you will create now next time on your own, I promise you, you will do in less than 20 minutes. Because I was explaining also. You will not explain, you will just prepare. And now you have a complete idea that how do you prepare that. So it will be easier for you. Okay, friends. So I hope you all have understood this and you have liked. I will save this video. I have already shared the practice files with all of you. I will share the video with all of you so that tomorrow you all can practice. If you will not practice, the friends, you will forget in one week. 1 week you will forget half of the thing. So I request you tomorrow only you promise. Tomorrow only you try to practice this. So it will be easier for you, friends. Okay. If you have any question, friends, feel free to ask. I'm open for that now.
Hello, Ramzan.
Yeah.
Santosh here.
Yeah, Santosh.
Yeah,